controversies, and now the massive comeback that nobody saw coming. Buckle up, because this is not just another celebrity story. This is a saga of fame, tragedy, reinvention, and the price of going viral. Let's rewind the clock. Back in 2018, Lil Tay, real name Claire Eileen Chi Hope, was just 9 years old when she exploded across Instagram and YouTube, flexing wads of cash, luxury cars, designer clothes, and private jets. She called herself the youngest flexer of the century, and whether you loved her or hated her, you definitely couldn't ignore her. She was wild, loud, profane, and unapologetic. Clips of her cussing at the camera, claiming she was richer than anyone watching, and throwing stacks of bills around racked up millions of views in hours. To some, she was entertainment gold. To others, she was a disturbing example of childhood exploitation. But one thing was clear: Lil Tay was viral gold. At the time, rumors swirled about who was really behind the brand. Was it her? Was it her family pushing her? Was her brother scripting the persona? Reports came out suggesting that her mother, a Vancouver real estate agent, had used luxury listings to stage Tay's flashy Instagram videos. Soon, people started questioning whether Lil Tay was truly living that lavish lifestyle, or if it was all smoke and mirrors. Still, the controversy only fueled her fame. Every post, every live stream, every meltdown became gossip fodder. But then, as fast as she arrived, she vanished. By 2019, Lil Tay's accounts went silent. No more flexing, no more outrageous videos. For years, fans wondered what had happened. Some speculated she was forced offline by her parents. Others feared something darker. And then in 2023, the internet was rocked by a post claiming that Lil Tay had died, along with her brother, in circumstances that were never made clear. The death announcement sent shockwaves across social media. Fans, critics, and celebrities alike flooded timelines with tributes, condolences, and confusion. But just as quickly, the supposed tragedy unraveled. Within days, Lil Tay herself came forward to say she was alive. Not only alive, but furious at whoever had spread the death hoax in her name. She called it heartbreaking and traumatizing to read her own obituary online, and accused her estranged father of being connected to the chaos. The hoax raised more questions than answers. Who had access to her accounts? Who posted the death news? Why? It fueled speculation about ongoing custody battles between her parents and whether Lil Tay was caught in the crossfire of a bitter family war. For months after, the truth remained tangled. But one thing was certain: Lil Tay's name was back in the headlines, bigger than ever. And then came 2024. After vanishing into obscurity for nearly half a decade, Lil Tay returned with another bombshell. She revealed she had undergone open heart surgery, a shocking revelation that made even her most hardened critics pause. She spoke about the fragility of life, about how she had been through near-death experiences that no teenager should ever endure. The surgery, she claimed, had changed her outlook. But if you thought Lil Tay was coming back with a softer, more mature persona, you'd be mistaken, because alongside the heart surgery news came another announcement, one that instantly divided the internet. Lil Tay was launching an OnlyFans. Yes, you heard that right. At just 16 years old, after legal clearance and parental disputes, Lil Tay launched her OnlyFans account and claimed she made more than $20 million in her first week. The figure alone was enough to send shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Some praised her for turning her notoriety into financial power. Others called it exploitative, manipulative, and downright disturbing. But one thing no one could deny: Lil Tay had reclaimed control of her image, and she was cashing in big time. Her OnlyFans launch became one of the biggest gossip stories of the year. Screenshots of her content leaked, sparking debates about whether it was appropriate, whether she was being pushed by handlers again, or whether she was finally in control of her own narrative. Lil Tay herself claimed she was finally free from her father's alleged abuse, free from the custody battles, free from the staged image her brother once orchestrated. This, she said, was her life, her money, her rules. And the drama didn't stop there. Lil Tay has also been teasing a celebrity boxing match. Yes, the same viral fight craze that has drawn in YouTubers, TikTokers, and even retired athletes. While details are still under wraps, the mere hint of Lil Tay stepping into the ring has already gone viral. Imagine it, the youngest flexer in history throwing punches under the spotlight. It's the kind of spectacle made for internet history. But underneath the shock value, the controversy, and the flexing lies a much deeper question. Who is Lil Tay really? Is she a survivor of family abuse and manipulation who is now finally steering her own ship? Or is she still a pawn in a bigger game of internet exploitation? Her story reads like a modern cautionary tale about what happens when childhood meets fame, when clout becomes currency, and when a persona built for clicks becomes bigger than the person behind it. The public can't look away. Every time Lil Tay speaks, it's headlines. Every time she posts, it's chaos. And every time her name trends, it sparks the same debates we've been having since 2018. Is she in control, or is she being controlled? Is she a mastermind, or is she being manipulated? Does she even know the difference anymore? Let's not forget the family dynamics. Lil Tay's parents have been at war for years. Her father, Christopher Hope, was accused by Tay and her supporters of being abusive and controlling, though he has denied those allegations. Her mother, Angela Tian, was criticized for enabling her daughter's viral flex persona, using luxury homes and cars from her real estate job as props. Then there's her older brother, Jason, who many believed was coaching her behind the scenes, feeding her lines and directing the brand. It's a web of family drama, lawsuits, custody disputes, and exploitation claims that reads more like a Netflix series than real life. And in the middle of it all stands Lil Tay, now a teenager, old enough to understand fame, but still young enough to be consumed by it. What makes this comeback different, though, is the sheer scale of it. We're not just talking about a viral Instagram post anymore. We're talking multi-million-dollar earnings in days. We're talking international headlines. We're talking a girl who, before she's even turned 20, has lived a life wilder than most celebrities twice her age. Surgeries, hoaxes, lawsuits, OnlyFans millions. Lil Tay has it all, for better or worse. So, what happens now? That's the question on everyone's mind. Some believe Lil Tay is on the verge of reinventing herself as a major entertainment mogul. With her OnlyFans success, she has the resources to build music, fashion, or even her own media empire. Others believe this is just another flash in the pan, another viral high before another dramatic crash. After all, the internet has a way of building up its stars only to tear them down, and Lil Tay knows that cycle all too well. One thing is undeniable. She knows how to work the system. Whether you believe her success is real, staged, or somewhere in between, the fact remains Lil Tay gets attention. In a world where attention is currency, she's one of the richest players in the game. Love her or hate her, you're still watching. You're still talking about her. And that, in the end, is the greatest flex of all. As we wrap up today's deep dive here on Inside Hollywood, one question lingers. Is Lil Tay finally in control of her destiny, or is she still trapped in the viral machine that made her famous? Only time will tell. But if history has taught us anything, it's that whenever Lil Tay's name trends, the world pays attention. And with millions already pouring in, surgeries survived, scandals weathered, and headlines guaranteed, don't expect her to disappear again anytime soon. This is Inside Hollywood, and you've just heard the unfiltered story of Lil Tay's shocking reemergence. Fame, family, fortune, and fallout. Her journey is still being written. And we'll be right here to cover every twist, every scandal, and every headline along the way. Until next time, stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, in Hollywood, the show never ends.